Alright guys, here we have the brand new G910 Orion Spectrum from Logitech. This is the Logitech's latest and greatest flagship keyboard. It was just released sometime this year. I think it was April? February? I'm not sure. It was released sometime this year. So it's not exactly brand new, but I just got it yesterday. Haven't seen any videos on YouTube about it, so decided to make one and talk about its differences between the Orion Spectrum and the Orion Spark, which is Logitech's previous keyboard, which is still being sold on the Logitech website at the same price, probably just for preference. So this keyboard still features the same Romer G switches that the Orion Spark had, same 70 million key presses, same 16.8 million colors, same G keys, same ARCS controls. So you might be wondering what exactly is different, right? So there was a lot of complaints previously for the keycaps, which is probably the biggest change. These keycaps are now regular styled concave keys. It's no longer the crazy keys that the previous Spark version had. So that's one of the biggest differences, I think. The keycaps are regular now. Another difference is this wrist rest here. It used to have a crazy, very gamery wrist rest, as you can see here, that I personally wasn't a big fan of. I actually tried out the Orion Spark at Best Buy before getting this one last year, I think, and I wasn't a very big fan of its design. I honestly preferred the 710 Plus over that in terms of design. Also, the keycaps on the previous model were not the best in my opinion. I really do like these keys on this Spectrum version. Alright, so that was pretty much it for the differences between the Orion Spectrum and the Orion Spark. Just to recap, the biggest differences are pretty much the keycaps. These are the regular keycaps now, and the wrist rest. It's just a more professional, nicer, simpler wrist rest, in my opinion, personal opinion. So moving forward, I'm gonna talk about pretty much my thoughts and opinions on this keyboard, what I think would be good improvements, potential improvements, what I dislike. Maybe I don't see anything that I dislike, except for maybe the G keys being over the F keys. No. But yeah, okay. So things that I like about this keyboard. I really do like these new keycaps. I tried out the previous Orion Spark at Best Buy, like I said, and these keycaps are so much better. The previous keycaps were pretty much the only reason. That and the stupid wrist rest were pretty much the only reasons why I didn't buy that there and then. So I really like these new keycaps. I like this wrist rest. I like the colors, they're really bright. Pretty much when I was looking at keyboards, between this and the 710 Plus, I got this because of the RGB lighting, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than the RGB lighting, the 710 Plus had the dedicated media keys that I really like, the volume rocker or volume wheel that I really like too. This is pretty much one of the features that sold me. The 710 Plus also has the same G keys on the left. Pretty much the biggest difference between this and the 710 Plus was the RGB. That's why I got this one instead of the 710 Plus. This arc stock wasn't really a reason for my purchasing. I wasn't really interested, didn't do the research, but turns out it's a really nice addition. The software, I'll just use a crappy S3. Let me bring out something a little bit better. So as you can see, this dock here can hold pretty much anything. This is a 9-inch tablet, whatever it is. It's freaking huge, and it holds it no problem. Either way, the Arc software. So this wasn't on my mind when I purchased it, but it's a pretty nice app. So you can launch games from here. It says right here, do you want to launch this game on PC? No, I don't right now, but you can launch your games. It doesn't seem like it has every game available. I have a lot more than 3 games. I don't know why it's only recognizing 3. You might have to go in and manually select them or whatever. Usually what I use this app for mostly is just monitoring my CPU, GPU, and RAM, basically my computer's resources while gaming. It tells you your temperatures, it tells you the usage per core, the RAM usage, free space, pretty much anything you might need for basic monitoring of your system. It has the profiles, so you can change your settings for your G910 mouse or keyboard. So pretty useful thing. So it's got a media thing too, so you can change your I don't know, it's not appearing, but yeah, it's got a media thing, so you can basically do the same thing as this on that. I don't use that. Oh, there's the media thing. There it is. So you could play, pause, whatever on here as well. Change your volume. You can change your macro keys for your mouse or your keyboard if you want. Pretty useful. I don't think I'm gonna be using it though. I'll mostly be using the CPU or system monitor thing. Probably the most useful for me. Yeah, so that's that. Wasn't really on my mind at the time of purchasing, but it turns out it's a really nice software. Probably best if you have something old that you never use like this. It's pretty much just that's its purpose. Other things that I like, the design. I really like this new design. Actually, I probably shouldn't talk about that. It was pretty much this and the keys. I already said that. So things that I think could have been improved. This cable isn't braided, which is kind of odd, seeing it's a $180 keyboard. My mouse over here, the G910 Spectrum, has a braided cable. I don't know why this doesn't have a braided cable. Another thing that could be improved would be USB and audio pass-throughs, like the Razer Black Widow has. I know they have has 2 USB connections on the back, and then a microphone and headphone jack that you could use as pass-throughs, and they have connections on the side. That's a pretty nice feature, I think. That'd be greatly appreciated, I guess. Other than that, maybe a brightness setting. I mean, currently there's only on or off brightness modes. There's a brightness setting for the mouse, but not for the keyboard. I mean, I probably wouldn't use it, but that's a potential upgrade, maybe improvement. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, maybe a softer wrist rest. So at work we have these Logitech keyboards. They're not gaming keyboards, they're just work keyboards. I can't remember what the name of those are, but they have a really nice soft wrist rest that might be a nice improvement for $180. I mean, like, why not? Potentially maybe RGB on the media keys. I don't see this as a problem, but I see other people might be seeing this as a problem, because you have your whole keyboard changing lights except for your media keys and your memory keys. But yeah, that's not really a problem for me. I'm just potential improvements, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much it.